Okay, I'm going to talk about an old favorite when it comes to business building for a lot of us: open houses. Now, whether you like doing open houses or you hate doing them, there are times when you're just going to be going through them. And so I want to talk about the 4 elements of making sure that your open house is going to be the very best it can possibly be if you're going to do one. The 4 elements are choosing the right home, the lead up to the open house and the marketing to get people there, the way in which you're conducting the conversation while you're in the open house, and then the follow-up that you're going to do. Those 4 segments are going to make sure that you have the best opportunity to meet people who are potential clients at those open houses. So the first segment, choosing a great open house. There are lots of reasons that you might pick a specific home to do an open house. And if you're in an office where you get to share open houses back and forth, my primary thought when I was picking open houses was, how can I pick one that is going to have the greatest opportunity for traffic coming through? What open house is going to have the most people coming through? And so I always pick places that were fresh to the market. That was the number one thing for me, is if I could borrow a listing from someone else that was brand new to the market, I thought that had the best chance of getting people through. I wanted somewhere that was easy to put up signs to get people accessing into. If it took 10 signs to direct people way back into a neighborhood, I thought that was something that people would give up on partway through. I wanted it to be right off of high traffic areas, so coming out of a business park or coming out of a shopping mall or something like that. I can set up signs that are going to direct people through to come casually see an open house, and maybe I can spark a conversation with those folks. Picking the right open house where you're going to have lots of traffic is important to do. And one of the things that you should decide is, what market segment do you want to work in? So do you want to be working with first-time buyers? In which, if that's the case, then pick an open house that is going to be attractive to people based upon the price point that it is. So don't pick a $2 million house if that's not the first-time buyer price point in your area. The second part of a great open house is marketing the open house to get people there. You got to have a lot of people coming through over the course of the couple hours that you're going to be in that open house, so that you can build some conversations with people that are going to be opportunities for you. So while you're getting set up for this open house, are you marketing it on your social media every day? Have you communicated to your database that you're doing an open house so that they can pass it along to other people? How early are you setting the signs up? There's some areas where they have rules against that, but if not, can you set your signs up on Friday to let people know there's an open house coming on Sunday afternoon? Are you promoting it anywhere else? Like, are you putting it in the local newspaper? Are you putting it in magazines that are getting released in your area? If your office has a website where they're able to promote that, are you promoting it? Are you putting it on your MLS system? Are you making sure that you're doing the most you can possibly do to get people there? One great thing that I used to do was, before the open house on a Saturday morning, if I was going to do the open house on Sunday, I would go around the neighborhood and drop a little note off to the 50 houses around the house I was doing, letting them know that we're doing an open house on Sunday. It was a bit of a courtesy, so to speak, to let them know that we're going to be there, but also to invite them in to come see. Who doesn't want to know what's going on in the neighborhood with respect to real estate? So the third thing, or the third element of it, is, once you've driven a lot of traffic there, how are you going to conduct the conversations with people while you're there? How are you going to keep them there a little bit longer? These don't have to be over-the-top ideas. Sometimes it's just simply, have some refreshments there. People will stop. If they're out looking at houses on Sunday afternoon and you're giving them a bottle of water, you're giving them something to eat, they might stop and have a quick snack. And during that snack, you get a chance to have a 30-second or a 1-minute conversation with them, and you're going to have a bit of a discussion around what their real estate needs are. Bring things that can help occupy their kids. If you're out on a Sunday afternoon and your kids are with you, maybe you have a set of coloring books or something like that you can give the kids. Maybe you have something that will occupy the kids while they're there, a little box of toys that you can bring to just keep the kids busy while you're having the conversation with the parents, because that's one of the things that can certainly get them moving out the door again, is if they have unruly kids with them. So thinking through what are the obstacles to having great conversations with people while they're there is really important. And if you can overcome those obstacles, then I think you're going to be in much better shape to have great conversations and potentially gather contact information. And of course, the last part is follow-up. So you can't do follow-up unless you're you have some way in which you can reach back out to people. So people make the mistake a lot at open houses of just being satisfied with handing out a business card. If you're just handing out a business card, then you don't have an opportunity to proactively follow up with the people that came through there. So finding some way in which you can gain some contact information from the folks who are coming through your open house is essential. It's a waste of time if you only hand out a business card. Every once in a while, you'll catch lightning in a bottle and people will reach out to you. But you need to focus on how many people can I proactively follow up from this open house. And to do that, you need their contact information. And then you need to follow up in a respectful and valuable way. So if you had a great conversation about the neighborhood that you're in, send them some information the following day about that neighborhood that is going to make them more educated on what decision they're about to make if they're interested in that neighborhood. If they're really interested in a particular type of home, you could send them information about, say it's a condo that they're walking through. You could send them information about the condo corp or condo corps in general, or what it's like to live in a condo, or whatever the case is. You probably already have some content built around this, but you could send them that stuff as a bit of a follow-up there. And then you're going to ask them about how they felt about that home and see if you can potentially help them with their search. But that follow-up is a bit of a race. I always thought that, it's the first person. They're gonna meet a bunch of people on a Sunday afternoon, and I wanted to be the first person in their inbox to be following up and thanking them for coming through and providing value right away, because they're going to respect that you have some hustle there. They're going to respect that you put the time aside after that open house to make sure that they were taken care of. So those are the 4 elements that I think are going to make your open house fantastic. Picking the right one, doing great marketing to get lots of people in the door, having great conversations while you're in there, and gaining that contact information so that you can do number 4, which is follow up and keep following up with them, providing value until hopefully you're going to be able to convert some of them into customers of yours. So that's our business building tip of the day. It's one of my favorite things to talk about, open houses. I did lots of them while I was an active salesperson, and I got lots of business off of them. So if you're going to do them, you love to do them, make them work for you. Make the most out of every open house that you do.